Hey, what's up? This is Patrick Hambrecht, and this is the Jersey City News Digest. This photo that we're looking at, a really great photo of the beacon, is from JerseyCityFYI.com. I'd like to start this off and take a look at a really heinous alleged crime written about by my favorite crime reporter in Jersey City, Michaelangelo Conte. He really does a great job of sussing out the flow of complicated or horrific events. And a little bit of an Elmore Leonard thing, maybe. But anyway, this story, Jersey City woman was forced to strip, beaten, and had a shotgun pointed at her, say the cops. He filed the story at 7:40 yesterday on Tuesday, and what happens, basically, the officers showed up. They heard about a domestic dispute, and when they arrived, the 25-year-old victim opened the front door and said they're in there, they have a gun, a police report says. With guns drawn, the officers yelled, "Jersey City police, come out," before entering the building, and when Colley came out of the living room, he was handcuffed after the victim said, "That's one of them." The officers continued to give commands to come out, and eventually Hill exited a bedroom and was also taken into custody. The report says, adding that police found a shotgun under a bed. The victim told police Colley forced her to remove all her clothing to prove that she did not have the cell phone on her. She told police. Colley then punched her in the face, knocked her into the ground, and then kicked her twice in the abdomen. Really heinous. The victim told police that when she was going to call police, Colley retrieved a shotgun from a closet, pointed at her, and said, "I'll shoot you," the report says. The 25-year-old told police Hill, then entered the room and took the shotgun, saying, "Go ahead and call the police. They aren't going to find it anyway." And he ran downstairs with a firearm. But then later in the story, the public defender told the judge that the victim stated she called police with a shotgun was being pointed at her and said, "I don't think this is a believable action. There may be some problems with what the victim described as happening here." And during Hill's appearance, he said, "When do I speak to my public defender, because none of this is true?" Awful. But notice how he describes this fairly complicated event with multiple players so well, and gives you a clear picture of exactly what the alleged victim says. That's from last night at 7:40, written by Michaelangelo Conte for the Jersey Journal. In NorthJersey.com, reported by Abott, Koloff, and Aaron Morrison, Patterson, Jersey City, and Newark plan to equip cops with body cameras. This is an example, a rare example of a time I disagree with Fulop, our mayor. I really like what he does, but I think this is a bad idea, and I don't understand how this is seen as a civil rights ACLU type move, because if cops have cameras, they're recording you. That's what they're doing. They're going to go wherever they go. They're going to record people, and that'll be public record. That seems like a bad idea to me. A 15-year-old at Dickinson High School suffered a gash to his head that required stitches and was found on his person with a knife and brass knuckles. This was reported by Patrick Villanova for the Jersey Journal. There's a lot of attention to this because of the big fight that happened last month at the same high school. Hey, guess what? Charles Komar and Sons is coming to Jersey City instead of New York. Yay! Do you guys know what Charles Komar is? Does anybody wear Komar stuff? It's this, I guess. It's ladies' underwear and some. They make kid stuff, licensed kid stuff. That's nice. They make a bunch of junk. See, Ralph Lauren, and DKNY. I know what that is. Lands of Souls, Donna Karen, and Lands of Salzburg. I don't know anything about fashion, so I don't know what that means. Let's look at the intimates, because that'll be sexy. Ha cha cha. There's Betsy Johnson and Disney lady underwear. I don't know. Anyway, good for Jersey City. Oh yeah. I should mention that this exciting Komar breaking news is reported by Eric Strauss in NewJerseyBiz.com. At New Jersey City University, about 100 students gathered by having a die-in to protest the grand jury decision following the Michael Brown killing in Ferguson, Missouri, which is a very nice sentiment. And I have really mixed feelings about peaceful protest, which is not something you should have mixed feelings about. It's great. It's a wonderful thing, and I think everyone should show how they feel. But I don't know if it helps. But it can't hurt. This die-in story is reported by Terrence, McDonald in the Jersey Journal. Finally, also in the Jersey Journal, Joe Conte, the former chairman of the Jersey City Democratic Party and aide to Mayor Healy, is running for an assembly seat in next June's Democratic primary. This is reported by Matthew Speiser, and it makes you wonder if Joe Conte is related to Michaelangelo Conte, who also writes for the Jersey Journal, is one of my favorite crime reporters at that paper. I find it confusing trying to understand who my councilman is and assemblyman or assembly person and what's going on. You may be wondering what the 31st district is. Let's take a look. It's Hudson, Bayonne. Let's see, it's Hudson County, so it's Bayonne and Jersey City, and then, but then District 33 is also Hoboken, Jersey City, Union City, Weehawken. So I guess it's like the Jersey City split in half, I guess, and we have 2 districts. Is that how it works? It's not super clear, I think, to people in Jersey City who represents us and how come geographically. Not me, anyway.